Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And off we go from Denver. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw if you're about to get smacked.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Good strike downfield to Kelsey. They may have finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 of the 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Kelsey again. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
From the red zone on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Back to the air, Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Try with Pacheco, and he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Offensive line fast.
It's 4th and goal.
They'll run it with Pacheco, and he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he gets him around 6 there. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On second down, here's Dobbins. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ball game.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Now Nick's on third down. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down. And we talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with them. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative, and the best way to do that is to start fast, and, well, once again, they're not.
And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Going trips left here as they get set. First and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Taking a shot deep here. That's intercepted near the sideline. Riley Moss with the pick. And into the end zone he goes. A pick 6 for Denver.
No question they wanted a big play to begin their drive, but there's the monkey's paw. They got the big play, not the way they wished for it. Instead, well, they got to rally themselves to get right back out there after watching their opponent celebrate in the end zone.
Watts there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Mahomes trying to get after the pick. Escapes the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Third and short. Here's Mahomes. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Drake Greenlaw picks it off. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. Nearly starts the drive with the first down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Running it again with Dobbins. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Oh, man, it's Marvin Mims. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
The give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Nix. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our second quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. A give right side to Dobbins. He takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. Got a nice little gain on the ground.
It's Mahomes. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Broncos going nickel here. 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. Short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Here's Mahomes. Chased out to his right. He just throws this one away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive, putting them into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. He has this down to the 14-yard line.
coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
First down. A 41-yard gain. First down.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Looking to throw Mahomes. That one connects. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check down on short throws.
He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, two sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Offense isn't moving here. They are going for this on 4th and 1. Right back to Pacheco. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run, and the reward is they get off the field.
They run it. Here's Ajay Harvey. He's brought down, and that was close, Brock. Maybe a yard away from surrendering 2 points, but the stop did come outside the goal line. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Of his end zone, it's Nix. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
It's from the gun on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Collects this at the 35. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So that's going to be our 2-minute warning. 1:58 to go in the half. More from Mile High in just a moment. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Back to throw Mahomes. Sends this to the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. Looks like we can call it back 4 yards in the end. Brought down by the first-time All-Pro Nick Bonito.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So early movement for the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. False start makes this 3rd down and 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To the air, Mahomes. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. Another throw for Mahomes. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing we see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points. A little bit of feel-good momentum.
He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing here, Nix. He's trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 25-yard line.
Nix from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
This will give here to Dobbins. 2nd down run, good for 4, and that brings up 3rd down. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing a 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Taken at the 2. And he gets a pretty nice result there on the punt return to put an end to our first 2 quarters of play. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. He dodged the tackle. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Nick's off the play action. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Dobbins trying the right side. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. Still going inside the 35. He cuts it toward touchdown, Denver. Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set to go now from the 35. Again, Mahomes to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for Isaiah Pacheco out of the backfield. And now it's second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Throwing again, Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Third down, it's Mahomes. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
A 52-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And it stays a two-possession game at an 11-point margin.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Next, quick out line, complete. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
First down now, ball at the 33. It's Nix out of the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting it?
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 47-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. It gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
3rd and short, here's Mahomes. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First down throw, Mahomes. Trying for the deep ball. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Set up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to the air, Mahomes. And he goes out of bounds. Wow, major miscue there, and they're not going to get 2.
Chiefs, 16.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Harvey now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Giving this to Harvey. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, you ever run into a brick wall? No, me neither. I think we just watched it.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Nix. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst.
Oh, and they're going to fake this one. And no success on the fake punch. That was way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs.
A lot of these punters back in the day, well, they used to be quarterbacks back in high school. Not anymore. Those glory days are long gone, and the arms just don't have quite the touch they used to. It was a dangerous call choosing to pass it, and it sure backfired there.
That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And that pass is cut inside the end zone. The 2-point try comes through, and their lead's a field goal now.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's going deep. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. You got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. And they just get the play off. Hits him on the out route. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. So out now comes the punter. And we expect to kick, but keep an eye out. They could give him redemption for the earlier fake attempt. He'll get it at the 9. Escapes a defender. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And his charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Good strike downfield to Kelsey. He's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Taking a chance to the end zone. They did it! He made the interception! Pat Surtain has it! And the Broncos will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Well, Kate, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. On the counter with Dobbins. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. On the handoff, here's Harvey. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that run puts him right back in the same old situation for 3rd down. I really thought that run was going to get the couple inches they needed. And you could tell, just look at him down there, Kate. They thought it was going to work too.
Next now, 3rd and 1. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. It brings up 4th down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
He's got it. Nothing to complain about on this return as he gets it beyond the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. That's a pickup of 9. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run now with Pacheco. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Well, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read Brock. Got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception you don't like, back-to-back drives. That's a really hard walk off the field.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Goes to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They get it on the ground here with Dobbins. Get behind the line, and the ball is loose. And the Chiefs look like they have it.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down...
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos trail by a field goal. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down. Nix from the gun. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Rolling left, buying some time. He slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. It's Pacheco again. And they find him for a few. It's 3rd down. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. He's back to throw. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Looks like a designed run here from Mahomes. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs, as we'll see you next time from Denver.